Last exercise, you're staying on the 90-degree angle, and you're staying parallel to the page as you move across. You want to avoid that rotating wrist, the flicking. Okay, you don't want to be starting with the dot, coming across and flicking. Okay, we really don't want that. This is what you're looking for here. Right here. And then 4, that's pretty much 4A. And then 4B, you want to be going from the bottom up and rocking forward on the trigger as you cross the line. Maintaining that relaxed, steady pace and the consistent pace. Remember, you don't get to the line and then flick or speed up or anything like that. You don't get there and go whoop. And then part of 4B is also going from the top down. Moving along, rocking forward as we cross the guideline. And you'll find it's a really different feel going from top to bottom, bottom to top, right to left, and left to right. So practice all 4 directions, even start doing some diagonals and what have you. We are going to be looking at a practical application of all these fundamentals, so we will get to play, but we just got to get through all these exercises. Because they are very, very important. It's like music. You've got to learn the notes before you can start playing the music. So we all want to get in and do an artwork, but learn these properly and you'll be able to do any artwork you want to do. So exercise 4A, B, and I guess you could say C. Right to left, bottom to top, top to bottom. Off we go. Alright, so that's dagger strokes in north, south, east, west, or up, down, left, right directions. As I said, make sure you practice diagonals. You can practice any direction, but make sure you get used to doing the dagger strokes in every direction because they do feel pretty different depending what direction you're doing them. Bottom to top feels different. Top down feels very awkward at times, but make sure you get it right. Also, make sure you're maintaining that 10 centimeter or 4-inch distance and 20% tone. Okay, that closed hand span, including thumb, is a perfect mid-distance and is great for practicing your targeting control. It's great for building targeting expertise. The other thing is, make sure you got that firm or steady but relaxed grip and a nice medium pace. Alright? So as I mentioned, we're adding something to each exercise. Last exercise, we changed the direction around. This next exercise, we're adding something else. So let's get to it. On to the next exercise. For exercise 5, we're going to be ruling up lines again, and we're going to be following the same configuration as exercise 3 and 4A. Ruling parallel lines vertically about 10 to 12 centimeters apart, or 4.5 inches across our workspace. We're going to add one more element this time. As I said, we try and build one element or a couple of elements each exercise we do. So we start with the dot and we just keep adding. And we're going to find by the time we get to exercise 11 or the practical application of them, which is exercise 12, you're going to be doing things that if we tried to do straight after the dot, you'd probably crash and burn or just psych yourself out. But because we're building up and just strengthening our skills, building one step at a time, it's all going to fall into place. So with the last one where we started on the line and then moved across and rocked forward as we crossed the guideline, what we need to do here is we're going to start before the line, move at a steady, constant pace, even and relaxed pace. And as we cross the first line, we're going to pull back on the trigger. And then as we cross the second line, we're going to rock forward on the trigger. So we're not going to get any dots this time. We're just going to do lines in between the guides. And that's going to give us a nice steady line. And as I said, and I'll keep saying, it's vitally important that you rule up these guides. I know a lot of people say, oh, just practice your strokes. But if you don't know that you're starting exactly where you intend to start and finishing exactly where you intend to start, how do you know that you're hitting exactly what you need to hit? Hitting the mark and stopping the mark exactly where you want. So, starting before the line, doing this column here,